Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are having a special show today. A very celebrated Pakistani geopolitical analyst, Jehad Zafar, the founder of The White Side, is with us. Sir, how are you and what's up?
I'm good, and a lot of happenings are going on as far as Pakistan is concerned, and we are excited to discuss these developments on your platform today.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Let's start. I saw your video yesterday on your YouTube channel. I'm going to tag it in. MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the crown
Yeah,
prince, is in America. What is he looking
yeah,
for, and what is Trump looking for from Saudi Arab?
yeah. First of all, the both sides want different things from each other. If we talk about Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman requires a greater legitimacy in the region as a big player in the Middle East. So he wants security arrangements, security guarantees because they have a Vision 2030, and they want greater and advanced military equipment like F-35 and advanced air defense systems. And as far as Trump is concerned, he definitely needs a lot of investments, and MBS pledged $1 trillion in investment. Uh, so this is a transactional kind of relationship. US wants money, and Saudi Arabia wants security guarantees.
It was very weird when you saw Trump saying, "Do not embarrass our guest," when he was after the Ukraine's president. He sat him down and went after him. So
Yes.
this was like very different treatment. Is this all because of the money?
Yeah, yes, definitely. It's all because of money. Because Trump, he's a businessman and he always likes big deals. So in the Saudi Arab and Mohammed bin Salman, he always looks for big deals and big money, and that's why he very much likes these Arab rulers. On the other hand, if we see the rise of Trump in the 2016, he was tagged as a anti-Muslim leader, but when it comes to money and influence, he very much likes Muslim leaders.
So things change when money comes in. So because
Yes,
we have
exactly.
invited you because we want to discuss the Pakistan's rise after the skirmish between India and Pakistan, the May War. It seems like, to be honest, I have never seen Pakistan rise so high in geopolitics in my entire life. Pakistan has to be at its top game in geopolitics, but it all started from the May War between India
Yes.
and Pakistan. Um,
Yes.
First of all, how do you see this war? Does this war show that Pakistan has made significant progress in the region as a broker, as a deal maker, as well as a weightage, a country with a lot of weightage?
Yeah, definitely. It was a combination of good performance, good luck, and some good timing because Donald Trump was there and it was his first year as a president of the United States. So Pakistan, from the very beginning, tried to approach Donald Trump through different groups and different lobbies, and definitely CENTCOM also played their role. So on the parallel, Pakistan's efforts to connect Donald Trump were already going on, and in the meantime we saw this event happen, Pakistan India war. And Pakistan, no doubt, on the ground, on the battlefield they performed well, and after that they saw this opportunity to connect the Trump in a more effective manner. So all the lobbying and all these meetings with the Steve Witkoff firm and the CENTCOM, they helped Pakistan very well. And in the start, we saw that Donald Trump also wooed Pakistani leadership, and Pakistanis reciprocated very well. And and Donald Trump also always likes flattery very much, and we we saw that Shehbaz Sharif in the Sharm el Sheikh, how he praised Donald Trump, and in multiple times. So And we also nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize. It also wooed Trump very much. So it was, all the good things converged at the same time for Pakistan, and that helped Pakistan a lot. Pakistan's geopolitical rise, and if we see the current situation, from the east to the west, Pakistan is engaging with different regional players. If we talk about east, Pakistan is connecting with Bangladesh and Malaysia, and in the west, for the first time, in the West Asia, for the first time, Pakistan is being seen as a greater player in the Middle East. I think it's for the first time that the US is involving Pakistan in the Middle East affairs. And if we talk about the Caucasus and Asia, Eurasian region, Pakistan is very much involving in Azerbaijan and Romania. A few days back, Romanian leadership, military leadership, invited Pakistan Air Force Chief for enhanced training and joint exercises program. So that shows Pakistan's regional and Pakistan's rising stature as a global player, being a center stage of these happenings.
Jihad bhai, what was the statuses, what was the stances of countries while Pakistan and India were going to war? We know that Turkey took Pakistan's side openly. What were other countries saying about these two guys fighting?
If you talk about the regional South Asian countries, so they were already very much kind of bullied by the Indian attitude, the arrogance of Indian and Modi leadership. If we talk about Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, they were already very much wary of Indian attitude. And Pakistan also capitalized on this phenomena, and very effectively engaged with all these neighboring countries. And if we discuss the other powers, the Turkey, Azerbaijan, Pakistan had already very good relations with these countries because of the already a US angle, US and Middle East angle. Pakistan and Turkey and Arab states are cooperating each other under the United States umbrella. So that also helped Pakistan countering Indian influence in the region. And if we talk about Pakistan's west, US Central Command is very much active with Pakistan Army on many fields in many regions in this whole CENTCOM area of domain. Like if we talk about Arabian Sea, Central Asia, Afghanistan, and Middle East. So these are all areas where US is very much cooperating with Pakistan, and that's why the countries lying there, they are they better communicated with Pakistan.
So that like brought them near to Pakistan. How do you see Pakistan and Chinese friendship while America is looming around everywhere?
And that's a very interesting, discussion if we talk about the Pakistan-China dynamics, keeping in view the U.S. interest in the region. We definitely we know that there is a great power competition between China and America, and especially Pakistan is one of those few countries where this great power competition is very much visible. In the last few days, we saw Pakistan signed a deal with a US company regarding the rare earth minerals, and after 3 days, China put sanctions on the companies that they cannot do business with American companies, that those who are supplying rare earth minerals to American companies. So it is an example that how this great power competition is being played in this region, and people are very much interesting to know and to analyze that what sort of relationship we have with America, keeping in view the CPAC and China. In my personal view, Pakistan has already decided that our strategic direction is aligned more with China. With the start of this century, Pervez Musharraf actually started the CPAC and opening of Gwadar port, and he also inaugurated the coastal highway alongside Pakistan's coastal belt. So these CPAC did not start in 2013, but it started way back in 2004 and 5. So Pakistani uh, policymakers and establishment thought very well that our strategic direction is now aligned with China. And if we talk about the military equipment, Pakistan, 81% of the Pakistan's military procurement is from China. And this is all because of largely because of US attitude towards Pakistan, because after 2013, 2014, when there were a lot of differences between Pakistan and the United States on Afghanistan issue, US stopped weapon supplies to Pakistan. So that compelled Pakistan to aggressively see towards Russia and China for military to military cooperation. That enhanced Pakistan's regional connectivity approach, and Pakistan tilted towards China. Now the developments we receive with the Trump, and Pakistan and America are getting closer each and every day. I think it is short term, because in if we talk about this region, in the long term, I think India is the main strategic partner of the United States, and already we have already seen a deal between India and United States, 10 years defense deal. It's a renewed cooperation between US and India, and it's not a new thing. They already started their defense partnership back in 2005 when Pakistan started their strategic alignment with China. So, in the long term, US needs India very much in this region to counterbalance China. But as far as Pakistan is concerned, US will always like to see Pakistan's connection and Pakistan's support in those areas which I've already discussed, the CENTCOM domain, the Central Asia, Arabian Sea, the task forces in the Arabian Sea, and the Middle East is the new thing. Middle East is the new thing that Pakistan is getting involved with this international stabilization force. In the West Asian side, uh, for the meantime, Pakistan's role is being enhanced by the US kind of.
Hmm. Hmm. It's very interesting. It's very interesting how Pakistan is like casting a web around this side of the globe. What I
Yes.
wanted to ask was, so you say this was my next question, but you answered it already. You say that this relationship between Pakistan and America has a small time period. It's a small honeymoon, and it's gonna end soon. And the main strategic partner of America is actually India. So this will happen soon. But what I'm
But
what I'm interested in
but
is,
but
yeah.
but in the meantime, I think the US long-term strategy is to keep engaged in Pakistan in these areas in the West Asian region,
Hmm.
the CENTCOM domain, Afghanistan and Middle East, Central Asia and Arabian Sea. They will always connect us on these regions, but on the global scale, on the Asia Pacific and Indo Pacific domain, they will need India.
Okay. So we also have like we have had security relations with America since I don't know 80s, since the jihad in Afghanistan started. So we like the Americans know this side of ours, and I think that it's always been a security relationship between America and Pakistan, and it's been a economic relationship between India and America. So the long term, it would land on economic relationship, but they would need us from time to time to secure for security in this
Yes.
region. Okay.
for
So,
their interest. Yes. Yeah.
but why did Trump start taking swipes at India? Trump, whenever
Mhm.
Trump gets a mic, he stands up and and he recalls the India and Pakistan war, and then he counts from I don't know, 5 jets. Now he's on seven. 7 jets are down, and so what is
Now
happening
I
between?
think eight and a half.
So what is happening? Why is he badgering
Mhm.
India, although they are, you know, their economic partners?
Yes, I think it's a glitch in the matrix in the grand scheme of things, I guess, because in the policy makers and strategic thinkers of both India and US, deep down they know that their bond is very strong, their strategic partnership is very strong, and Trump case is more like a personal spat between him and Modi, because Modi government did not give him credit for the ceasefire with Pakistan and India, and Pakistan immediately praised Trump role, and also Pakistan nominated Donald Trump for the Peace Prize, and the all the flattery the both sides did for each other. So that Donald Trump definitely liked this approach. We saw when Zelensky, you mentioned Zelensky's time in the
Meeting,
White House.
yeah.
Zelensky tried to confront him, and Donald Trump attacked him with his with all his team and all the narrative. But Pakistanis, I think, knew better how to engage Trump. So they nominated him for the Peace Prize. They praised Donald Trump, and they immediately agreed on a lot of things, like in the Middle East, the International Stabilization Force.
We'll come to that.
That I think, yes, that helped Pakistan connecting more quickly uh, to Trump
With Donald Trump.
than
Okay,
India.
but
Yes.
uh, Trump put India at a very, very hard place when he used to say that you need to quit friendship with Russia. Then we're going to talk to you. Such a caution, such a condition wasn't given to Pakistan ever. No one said to Pakistan, quit your friendship with China and then we'll move forward. No one talks about this, that
Mhm.
Pakistan is also, it is a multipolar world going on, but Pakistan
Mhm.
has like two hands in the biggest states on earth. How, and no
Yes.
one says anything. But on India, everyone
Mhm.
is like thumping India. Why are you on both sides? You can't be on both sides.
Uh, the Americans know that Pakistan's relations with Russia are not very much stronger than India. Pakistan is not part of BRICS, and Pakistan is not part of big
No,
Asian
I'm talking
alignments.
about
But
China.
yes, Pakistan.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I'm coming to China. Pakistan is aligned with China, and in the Trump administration of 6 years ago, Alice Wells, I guess she was the secretary of South Asia of this region. She criticized very much Pakistan's connectivity with regarding to CPAC.
Oh,
She criticized Pakistan role and almost use the same language as Donald Trump is using right now
oh.
for India. She asked Pakistan to leave CPAC and joined American projects and American understandings, and quit and minimize relations with China. And also the last year we saw the Donald Lu congressional hearing, I guess, in which he invited Pakistan to join American understanding, and he actually said that time to bury the past and let's connect with us. He urged Pakistan to shun CPAC and China. So for the Asian countries, they always love to uh, persuade them to join their bloc and forget China and Russia. And this the same approach we saw the few days back when the Secretary of Defense, so named Peter Hegseth, met a lot of East Asian countries, and he met their counterparts. And some saw this as a threat to China on the long run, to militarily engaging all these countries, Indonesia, Philippines, Korea, Japan, India, to make a greater alliance against China. And on the other hand, they were also meeting with Chinese president. So it's a mix and match approach to contain China and to to cooperate with China.
So, as you mentioned, the peace deal, the Gaza peace deal, Pakistan was there in the Sharm el Sheikh talks and also has offered its army to the international stabilizing force. What's going on there?
Yes, reports are suggesting that on the non-Arab Muslim countries, Pakistan, Azerbaijan, and Indonesia are top contenders for this international stabilization force. And as far as Arab countries are concerned, Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, and maybe UAE will join the international stabilization force. But the details of this force are somehow very complex and critical. Some points are because some points categorically mention that this force will disarm Hamas and demilitarize all the region and dismantle all their infrastructure and tunnels. So I don't think how this will play out um, among the Muslim youth and the Muslim streets, the general chatter. It's very much pro-Palestine and anti-Israel. So it will be interesting to see the scope of international stabilization force. But these countries are meeting again and again, these 8 to 9 Arab countries, Arab and Muslim countries, and they are trying to figure out how to how to include their forces in this force to
To make Gaza a better place, to make
to
peace.
not to make Gaza a better place, how to how to face the Israel, how
Mm,
to stop the
mm,
Israeli aggression because they know the Israeli attitude.
mm,
They they attack wherever they want. We
mm,
saw in the Qatar,
mm,
so they are very much afraid of Israel's attitude, and they do not. All these Muslim countries will not make any decision in haste. They will take time and they will analyze and they will cooperate with the US. They discuss different scenarios and then they will decide to send the forces because some details are very critical, which can, produce a very harsh backlash
mm,
from the Muslim community.
mm. So I think that's why Jordan refused to go in. Jordan says that it's very politically close to us, placed close to us, so we're not gonna send our forces in. But just a personal, I want your personal opinion on this. Um, do you think is Trump a right nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize? Because I think he is now. He deserves it. What do you think?
I do not think he's a very good choice because
Mm,
uh, he has a lot of other agendas as well.
mm,
It's not just about stopping a war,
mm,
but many other things related to war. Like he just want his profile to be
mm, mm,
increased, and he. I don't think that peace is the only agenda or narrative he has. He has a lot of other agendas.
mm.
So that's why I think he's not a very good choice for Nobel Peace
But
Prize.
but he did stop wars, didn't he? He did stop wars, and also this Gaza peace deal. I mean, okay, whatever. He has made his point. Also in Pakistan and India war, he did make a point out of it, and he's
Yes.
yeah. So I think even if he takes credits of 8 wars, even if he get credit of 2 wars, not even eight. I think that's because if Obama can get peace prize after starting wars. Why can't he get it after ending wars?
You sound like being sarcastic. I think you are being sarcastic.
Yeah, there is a part of sarcasm in it as well, because
Yeah.
it's unbelievable, but we are like, we saw this, that he did stop wars, didn't he?
Yes, definitely. But the impact of the stopping the wars is not very much visible in the Gaza, for example. And even in Indian case, Indians are Indians seem to be ready to attack
Again.
again Pakistan. So it's not it's not as much as robust as it seems like, as they portray that they are very much peace loving and all this, but it's all personal agendas and personal gains,
Maybe
and
because he knows that this is his
which has
last ride.
very yeah, which has less to do with the peace.
He also knows that this is his last ride of the presidency. Though whatever he can score, he will try to score. So Pakistan went to Pakistan, and Azerbaijan and Turkey are having a great relationship with each other. We saw them get together at Azerbaijan's parade. There were some military cooperations as well. What do we know about that?
uh, Yes, definitely. Azerbaijan, 5 years back, there was a war in Nagorno-Karabakh region with Armenia. Now the issue is settled very much, but Pakistan and Turkey supported Azerbaijan. Turkey definitely militarily helped Azerbaijan in regaining control of that Nagorno-Karabakh region, but Pakistan also provided moral, diplomatic, and some sort of logistic any support. They gave support to Azerbaijan, and also Azerbaijan fought Pakistan JF-17 Thunders. So the cooperation of these three countries is very much visible on different domains. Even in the Indian case, Azerbaijan and Turkey supported Pakistan, and Turkey diplomatically supported Pakistan's stance on Kashmir in the United Nations. And I think that's the reason that their alliance is going very much strong. And as far as Pakistan and Azerbaijan relations are concerned, I think Turkey is the driving force between joining these two forces, Pakistan and Azerbaijan. And Pakistan definitely enjoy their outreach in the Caucasus region, providing fighter jets to a Eurasian country. It definitely enhances Pakistan's position globally.
हम तेजा के बारे में बात कर सकते हैं, तेजा, और अगर हम JF-17 को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं।
नहीं,
अच्छा,
उसका नहीं,
ठीक है, कोई
टेक्निकल
नहीं।
नहीं पता।
आपको पता है ना, पिछले दिनों ये हुआ था, पेट्रोल लीक हो रहा था, उसका पेट्रोल नहीं, वो ऑयल लीक हो रहा था इसका, यहाँ
हाँ,
पे दुबई एयर शो पे, कल परसों की बात है।
तेजा तेजस का।
तेजा का वो निकला बहुत मुश्किल से, तेजा
अच्छा।
वहाँ पहुँच के उसका पेट्रोल लीक हो रहा था, नीचे उन्होंने ना एक बाल्टी रखी हुई थी, तो वो मुसलसल उसमें ना वो भर रहा था। तो हम, लेट्स कम टूवर्ड्स पाकिस्तान एंड बांग्लादेश रिलेशनशिप, which is
Yes.
growing very rapidly. What's going on between Pakistan and Bangladesh? And also give us a dip in of what happened to Hasina Wajid, Sheikh Hasina Wajid.
Yeah, Bangladesh is nowadays a great opportunity for Pakistan to capitalize on uh, and move forward with a new zeal. It's a great opportunity because again, Pakistan enjoys a very Pakistan enjoys a very good scenario because of the timing of all these issues, and it adds to Pakistan's geopolitical gains, that in the last year we saw the students movement against Sheikh Hasina Wajid, and they destroyed all the buildings, all the Hasina Wajid government infrastructure and their statues, and they categorically said that we have a new Bangladesh now. It's a new independence. It's a new dawn. So Muhammad Yunus government is very much keen on listening to people's voices, and if you talk about their military. their sentiment analysis is very well that what youth and what people are saying. And people are definitely very supportive of Pakistan, and they are fed up of Indian role, and they are aggressively chanting anti-Indian slogans and boycott India campaign. And this sentiment is very well analyzed by the Bangladeshi military and Bangladesh new rulers, the revolutionary rulers, Muhammad Yunus. So I think this is the big reason they, for the first time in many years, they open their gates for Pakistan, and not just people to people connection. We see the love and the friendship comments on the social media. It is very surprising that Pakistan and Bangladesh are also uh, reconnecting their military to military relations. Like we see that many military to military delegation visits from the Bangladesh and from the Pakistani side, and it is very positive. Also on the trade level, the culture level, the people to people connection, and on all the political spectrum, the parties are engaging with each other. We saw Ishaq Dar meeting all the leaders in the Bangladesh except the Sheikh Hasina Wajid party, because nobody want them back in Bangladesh. And then we saw the Pakistan's religious party, Maulana Fazlur Rahman. He's also visiting Bangladesh
That was
these
a big
days,
visit.
and he's connected with the, yeah, with the religious segment, with the Jamaat Islami. And there is a much more positive approach towards Pakistan, and they are asking their government and establishment that we do not want relations with India. And because of this sentiment, their courts sentenced Sheikh Hasina Wajid death penalty, and now she is with India, and it is India's big test that they hand over Sheikh Hasina Wajid to Bangladesh or not, because if India does not do that, it will create more problems
Hmm.
for India, and more anti-India sentiment will prevail in Bangladesh.
Hmm.
So it's all going smooth for Pakistan and Bangladesh relations,
Hmm.
and it's good that Pakistan is capitalizing this scenario very well,
Hmm.
and trying to increase the relations in all fields.
Hmm. Hmm. Jahad bhai, now we come towards the final part of our discussion. What's happening between Afghanistan and Pakistan? We used to be great partners. The
Yes.
borderline, our west side of the border never saw trouble ever. Now, Pakistan has its forces on the left side of the border, left border as well, on the western side and on the eastern side. Both sides are hot. But I mean, it's very hard to wrap your head around what happened between Afghanistan and Pakistan, because you remember that picture of Faz Hamid landing in Marriott having a cup of tea right after
Yes.
Taliban took over. Where did we go wrong? How did we go wrong?
Yes, and Imran Khan government arranging the OIC for the Afghanistan for the, and asking the world to recognize these people. Yeah, this is very unfortunate that both Pakistan and Afghanistan establishments, it seems that they are not ready to resolve their issues on the table, and some kind of egos are creating issues on both sides. But definitely, if you talk about people to people, many people do not want war, and it's in the long term, if things stay like this, it's a great strategic loss for Pakistan, because as you mentioned that our eastern front is already a big threat from India, and now the western front. So no country affords two front war threat. If you have a very narrow
Hmm.
land, some 500 to 600 kilometers width Pakistan has. So it will be very difficult in a warlike situation if both countries decide to act simultaneously against Pakistan. It will be a great challenge. Plus, it is not just, it is a strategic defeat on all levels. it will also convert into an economic loss as well if Pakistan's connectivity with the Western region, the Central Asian region is disconnected. It is also a big loss because Pakistan was itself propagating for the regional connectivity, geoeconomics, and connectivity with the Central Asian state. Be it Imran Khan, be it Shehbaz Sharif, be it Musharraf, everyone was saying that we need regional connectivity, and they were meeting with Uzbekistan and the Central Asian states, and they like to use Pakistani ports because of the shortest distance. They have other option is the Iran, but because of sanctions and many other and the time and the distance, they prefer Pakistan, Pakistani ports, because it's an old route, well established route. And now with the dismantling of the trade and trade routes, it's a big loss for Pakistan. And also the way the both countries, the both militaries are attacking each other on the border areas, it will also create resentment on the people to people side. So I don't think this should be very helpful for Pakistan on the longer run. And Pakistan and Afghanistan should both resolve their matters as soon as possible, because both countries need each other. Afghanistan transit trade, their traders. I was reading their traders' comments about the closure of the trade, and they were very upset,
Mm-hmm.
Afghan traders, because they know that Pakistan route is very feasible for them. And for the Pakistan side, we definitely need Western connectivity, the Central Asian, and Pakistan blocked the Western connection for the India. And now Pakistan is also being blocked, and that's a thing to analyze, that this should not happen. If we had a strategy to block these corridors for India, we should we should at least open these corridors for ourselves, for the regional connectivity.
So, what is the problem? I've heard that they're saying that Afghanistan supports Taliban's which attack on the Pakistan side, TTP, and Taliban is saying the opposite. What is actually the problem?
Yes, it's always you need to analyze with the both perspectives, and I think it's a mix and match of different scenarios. Definitely, inside security is Pakistan's problem. Pakistan need to manage borders well and need to crack down these militant groups. But on the other side, if we talk about Afghanistan's relation with TTP, it is also very well known that their bond is very strong, and they are very reluctant to take action against TTP because they fear that if they take action against TTP will
Backfire.
will use their weapons. Yeah, will
Hmm.
backfire, and they will start attacking their own government.
People.
So it will be difficult for the Afghan regime to tackle them. And yes, and that is visible that for the Afghan Taliban, the intent is missing, and their capability is also questionable, that if they want to take action against TTP or not.
Hmm.
We know that there's the safe havens of TTP are in the Afghanistan, and Pakistan did action against those safe havens, but it is ultimately lied to the Afghan government that they take action against those militant groups. And all these commitments they need to follow, they signed in 2020 Doha Agreement.